Hi, I'm Josie Thomson, and today I want to talk about a topic that we generally don't openly talk about, and that is how do we start to embrace, accept, appreciate, and love ourselves. I find that in a lot of the coaching conversations I have with people, that a lot of our relationship issues boils down to the fact that we often don't have a truly sustainable relationship that is really nurturing and loving and accepting of ourselves. Generally, we are our own worst critic, and I'm sure you can relate to that. I know I certainly can. What we've been conditioned to do from a very young age is to look in the mirror and often see who's not there. We're constantly comparing ourselves with one another and forgetting to actually appreciate the milestones that we have accomplished, the things that we have achieved, the things that we have learned, the steps that we've taken to grow and strengthen ourselves and become a better version of ourselves. Sure, there are things in our rearview mirror that we're not overly proud about. That's life. That's how we get to learn and grow. That's how we get to learn about ourselves. That's how we get to learn about how life works. We will all make mistakes. The thing that we must do is learn and become better as a consequence of those experiences. I think I've read over the years a lot about our greatest challenge is to learn how to love ourselves. I believe our greatest challenge is to learn how to break down the walls or layers of protection that disable our capacity to allow love in. And I think the way we need to do it is start from the inside and then seek it out there, because we can only really give, acknowledge and recognize out there what is in here. So if we're wanting to transform the nature of relationships that we have in our lives, we have to start here. So my blessing, my wish for you is to start here. Think about what are the kinds of relationships you would love to nurture and experience in your life, and start creating that with yourself. How do you do that? Forgive yourself. Recognize that you're human. Recognize that you're flawed. We all are. And it's our imperfections that make us uniquely who we are. And our uniqueness is our gift to the world. There is only one of you, and you are imperfectly perfect just as you are. You are more than enough. So when you're looking in that mirror, I want you to see who is there, what you have learned, how you have grown, how you have become a better version of yourself today. And I want you to start appreciating and making a list, if you need to, of all the reasons that you have to actually begin to nurture a more loving and kind relationship with yourself. If you can't get to that point of loving yourself just yet, start with liking yourself. Because think about, how do you treat another person when you like them? You're generally kind, you're thoughtful, you're considerate. Well, how do you treat yourself? Usually there's a bit of a gap. With my case, it was this big. And I've been working really hard over the years at really bridging that gap and appreciating who I am and who I am striving and developing to become in the world. So, like yourself, look in the mirror and say, hey, you're doing great. Until next time, take care of you. And remember, it's not what happens to you that defines you. It's how you respond that counts. Bye for now.